What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here with a man who's too sexy for this show, Will Leahey.
Speaking of too sexy for this show, Ben Joyce is the hottest pitcher in baseball, and it's not because of his Aaron Eckhart chin or his chiseled good looks. It's because he has a flamethrower attached to his right shoulder, and he basically throws consistent 103 every game. He touched 105 in college. That was when he really came onto the scene. You named him the volunteer fireman when he was at Tennessee. He was throwing 105. Now he's in the pros, and he finally found his stride. Ninja, what'd you see with the volunteer fireman yesterday?
Well, the interesting thing is when he was drafted, he wasn't actually considered a huge prospect despite that huge arm. I think he was underrated as a prospect because anybody that throws 105, and it was multiple times in college 105. It wasn't like a lucky gun or something like that. You got to take notice, but people worried about a lot of different things with him, most notably command and sometimes getting hit. And even in the pros, he started out, but now the man is on fire. This man is on fire. He's had 15 consecutive scoreless appearances. That's insane. Ever since developing his splinter in, I think it was mid-June, he's been unhittable. And it's just giving hitters another look, something else to think about in their head. In addition to his 103 to 105 mile an hour fastball, it just throws hitters off. But dude is an absolute flamethrower and is on a really good streak. Yesterday, he had 3 Ks with 101, 102, and 103 miles an hour. Just absolute gas. And he's been doing this not just in one inning stints, but he can throw multiple innings. He may end up being the Angels' next closer. They're moving a lot of pieces. Now for the rest of my whip around the league. Speaking of moral victories and just victories in general, Hunter Greene had 5 Ks in 7 scoreless innings, giving up only 2 hits. His ERA this month, 0.33. He's given up 1 run and 7 hits in his last 25 innings. And I have been on the Hunter Greene train for a while. All y'all were commenting in the comments, boy, he sucks. He throws hard, but he doesn't get people out. Well, how you like me now?
You suck.
Yeah, you suck. He had these fastballs and sliders, just pure domination. And still, the Reds lost to the Rays 2-1. Hunter Greene faced Sean Armstrong, the opener, who had 1 K in 2 scoreless innings, giving up 3 hits and had this heater. The Guardians topped the Phillies 4-3. Colby Allard had 1 K in 4 innings, giving up 3 runs and had this cutter. He faced Joey Cantillo, who had 3 Ks in 3 1/3 innings, giving up 3 runs and had this painted fastball and slider.
Bryce also had an at-bat this game where he wasn't too psyched about pitching this.
Fouls it off the third base side.
Uh-oh.
The Orioles pecked the Padres 8-6. Albert Suarez had 2 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs and had this cutter. He faced Robert Vasquez, who had 2 Ks in 2 innings, giving up 6 runs, had this curveball and sweeper. The Blue Jays soared past the Rangers 7-3. Jose Barrios had 5 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 1 run. He had these sinkers and slurves. Reynaldo Lopez had 2 Ks in 3 scoreless innings. He left the game with forearm discomfort, which is why he only threw 3 scoreless innings. I think it was precautionary, though. We're hoping it was. He had these sliders. He faced David Peterson, who had 7 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had these curveballs and sliders. As the Braves beat the Mets 9-2. Bryce Miller had 6 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 3 runs, as the Mariners drowned the White Sox 6-3. Bryce Miller had these knuckle curves, picked up a couple of swords, and I thought those knuckle curves looked really good, or the White Sox just can't hit. He faced Garrett Crochet, who had 3 Ks in 3 innings, giving up 3 earned runs. They've even gotten to Garrett Crochet. Like, he can't be on the White Sox any longer because he's going to start sucking. He did have these heaters at 99 and 100 miles an hour. Please get him off this team. Mitch Keller had 6 Ks in 7 innings, giving up 2 runs and 2 hits. He had this paintish fastball and painted cutter. He faced Yulber Diaz, who had 7 Ks in 5 scoreless innings, giving up 1 hit. Diaz had these curveballs and sliders, and despite this effort, the Pirates still beat the D-backs 6-5. The Cubs dethroned the Royals 7-3. Javier Assad had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs. He had this backdoor 2-seamer and sliders. He faced Cole Reagans, who had 7 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 4 runs had these fastballs and changeups. Here's an overlay of his fastball and changeup, and you can see how both the velo difference and that arm side fade can mess you up as a hitter. The Giants beat the Rockies 5-4. Eric Miller was the opener for the Giants and had 2 Ks and 1 scoreless innings. He had this changeup and fastball. He faced Austin Gomber, who had 6 Ks in 3 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs and had this slider and knuckle curve. DJ Hurd had 8 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs. He had these heaters and sliders, but still the Cards beat the Nats 4-3. He faced Miles Michaelis, who had 3 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs, had these slow curveballs, including this one at 68 miles an hour. 1 mile an hour short of being nice. The Brewers hopped past the Marlins 6-2. That Amish pitcher Tobias Myers had 5 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 1 run and had these fastballs. He faced the double first name, Kyle Tyler, who had 5 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 4 runs, had this fastball and cutter. And his cutter was faster than his fastball. What's up with that? The Yankees beat the Red Sox 8-2 as Will is fired up.
It's a disappointing end to a series, Ninja. An awesome game 1, game 2, and 3 sucked ass.
Not for Carlos Rodon, it didn't suck ass, because he had 7 Ks in 6 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. These overpowering fastballs, these sliders, and changeups. And Will Middlebrooks asked me online, he thought Rodon's changeup looked interesting because Rodon does not pronate his changeup. It's really a seam-shifted wake changeup, much like Tarek Skubal throws. You can see his release here. I don't know if his cue is to cut his changeup. It could be, but he certainly doesn't pronate through it and allows that seam access to take over, which gets him that fade and drop. He faced Tanner Houck, and the incredible Houck was not incredible yesterday. He had 2 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 earned runs, and had these sinkers. The Dodgers handled the Astros yesterday, 6-2. River Ryan was electric yesterday. 8 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up only 2 hits. He had these fastballs, painted with his curveball, had these sliders, and got absolutely fired up. I love watching this young gun pitch. Here's an overlay of his fastball and back foot slider. You can see how well he repeats his mechanics, and that slider really takes off towards the back foot. He faced the Spaghetti Pirate, Spencer Arrighetti, who had 8 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 3 runs, had these sweepers and curveballs. The Twins blanked the Tigers 5-0. Bailey Ober had the start of the day yesterday with 11 strikeouts and 8 scoreless innings, giving up only 1 hit. This 6'9" giant just absolutely stomped on the Tigers. He was brilliant with these sliders, cutters, and his changeups, which are absolutely his best pitch. He hit 12 of his 20 swings and misses were on his changeup, and of the 19 swings on his changeup, 12 of them were swings and misses for a 63% whiff rate on the game. Just absolutely disgusting stuff from Ober. Ober outdueled Alex Prieto, who was the opener, and 3 Ks in 1 inning, giving up 1 run, had his fastball at the knees and elevated slider. Now on to my filthiest relievers. Cade Smith had this splitter. Andrew Chafin had these sliders. Emmanuel Clase had this wicked slider. Jake Cousins had this 2-seamer and slider for a sword. Devin Williams is back. He had this fastball for a K. We're waiting on the airbender. It's going to happen soon. Pete Fairbanks had this nasty changeup. Jeremiah Estrada had this chitter. The human glitch, Jimmy Herget, had these frisbee curveballs. Brent Honeywell had this screwball. Mark Leiter Jr. had this dirty splitter. Hector Neris had this splitter. Prince Albert had this wicked curveball. Taylor Rogers had these filthy sweepers. And Caleb Thielbar had this curveball and sweeper. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5, Carlos Rodon and his changeups. At number 4, River Ryan and his wicked sliders. At number 3, Hunter Greene and these sliders. Dude has been awesome. Number 2, Bailey Ober and his changeups. And at number 1, we're going to give it to Ben Joyce, the volunteer fireman, for his heaters.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
And now, my pitching ninja moment of zen. They asked Andrew Chafin, what Olympic sport he would compete in, and he gave a classic answer.
Really watch the Olympics, but I'm thinking the one where they get on the skis in the snow with the rifle on their back. That sounds fun.
Wait, the ski, I don't even know.
Country skiing with shooting stuff. It sounds fun.
You know what? You caught me. Summer Olympics.
I don't know, swimming fast.
All right, fair enough. You think you would do well in the pool?
I never said that. You said if I could win one, what would it be? I don't know.
I just kept waiting for the Office Space reference to jump out, though. And it kind of did.
I'll tell you what I'd do, man. 2 chicks at the same time, man.
My picks of the day today are a 4-leg same-game parlay plus. I'm going to start out with a same-game parlay of Tanner Bybee for 5Ks or more and Jack Flaherty for 5Ks or more. And then take Nathan Eovaldi for 5Ks or more and top it off with Logan Gilbert for 6Ks or more. And then I'm going to add in my 30% profit boost for any same-game parlay or same-game parlay plus of 3 legs or more. What would your picks of the day be?